What's the most unforgettable thing your mom did for you? I never expected to be hiding in a bathroom stall at my own wedding, but there I was, wedding dress bunched around me, sobbing silently while guests waited outside. It happened just 20 minutes before I was supposed to walk down the aisle. My maid of honor had pulled me aside and shown me texts from my fiancé to his ex-girlfriend from the night before, explicit messages promising to meet her after our honeymoon, saying our marriage was just for show and that he'd never stopped loving her. My hands shook so badly I dropped the phone. I ran to the bathroom and locked myself in, ignoring the knocks. My mind raced through the mortgage we'd just signed, the 200 guests waiting, and the shame of calling it all off. The bathroom door opened, and I heard my mom's voice, calm but firm, asking everyone else to leave. Then she knocked gently on my stall. "Honey, let me in." I unlocked the door. She squeezed into the stall with me and didn't say a word about my ruined makeup. She just asked, "What happened?" And I showed her the texts. Her face hardened as she read them. "What do you want to do?" she asked. I shook my head, unable to form words through my tears. "Because whatever you decide, I'm with you. If you want to walk out right now, we'll walk out. If you want me to go out there and tell everyone to go home, I'll do it." I whispered, "I can't marry him, but I can't face everyone out there." She nodded and said, "You don't have to." She helped me to my feet and said, "Wait here." 5 minutes later, she returned with my dad, who looked like he was barely containing his rage. My mom had a plan. "Dad's going to pull the car around, and you're going to leave with him right now. Go to our cabin. I'll handle everything here." I stared at her, not comprehending how she could sound so calm. "But what will you tell everyone? What about all the money we spent?" She cut me off. "None of that matters." She turned to my dad and said, "Take her out the back way." As my dad led me through the kitchen, I looked back to see my mom straightening her dress before walking toward the ceremony space. I spent that night at our family cabin. The next morning, my phone was flooded with supportive messages, but nothing from my ex-fiancé. Around noon, my mom arrived, looking exhausted, but somehow triumphant. I walked into that ceremony space and announced that there would be no wedding today, she said. I told everyone that sometimes we discover things at the last minute that change everything. She'd asked everyone to respect our privacy. After most guests had left, she'd confronted my ex-fiancé in front of his parents and shown them the texts. My mom had then handed him a box containing every gift he'd ever given me and told him that his belongings would be packed and left with his parents. He tried to explain, she said, claimed it was cold feet, a mistake, that he really loved you. She'd cut him off and said, "My daughter deserves someone who doesn't need to be caught to be faithful." Then she'd personally supervised packing up all the wedding gifts. What I didn't know until weeks later was that my mom had paid the photographer extra to document everything, not the wedding, but the aftermath. When I asked her why, she simply said, "Because someday you might doubt yourself. I wanted you to have proof that you were brave." 6 months later, she gave me what she called a dodged bullet album. It contained photos of her standing tall and one perfect shot of my ex-fiancé's face when he realized it was all over. The last page had a note. "Some of the best decisions look like disasters at the time." Now, 3 years later, I'm engaged again to someone who loves me completely. When people ask where I got the courage to start over, I tell them I got it from my mother. But how about you?